odds coming in from MMAOddsBreaker.com. And that man, Christian Avalos, is your favorite at -150. And making his pro debut, Jeff Craig is the underdog at +120. Underway here in Visalia, California. This is LFA 117.
Craig with that southpaw stance, Avalos conventional. Right away, Craig uses that karate stance and big kick to the head of Avalos.
Both of these guys are excited about this fight. Avalos has the home crowd here, and Craig making his pro debut. And Avalos said, hey, I'm going to attack him from the beginning as he looks for a takedown early on.
He's in the over-under position, looking to drop to a single leg. Is he going to lift or run the pipe or trip? A whizzer by Craig to neutralize the takedown. Avalos still on it against the cage. Pressing, really attacking that right leg of Craig, trying to really pull him down with the trip, running the pipe.
This is what Avalos said he wanted to do, was to tie him up, take him down, and then rain it down. Felt he could get some ground and pound in before he choked him out. Predicted a first-round submission or TKO.
Craig doing a good job of neutralizing the takedown at the moment, using his forearm to frame, but he's still stuck against the cage. Needs to get his back off the cage eventually.
Working for that single leg takedown is Avalos.
Run the pipe, elevate. Run the pipe, elevate.
Craig told us he wants to use some elbows and knees. Said his wrestling was better and could be the difference.
Yeah, Craig did a good job of neutralizing the single leg takedown with the flying left knee that caused Avalos to stand up and work the over-under here. Let's see if he goes back down to the single or if that knee scared him away from doing it. Oh.
He's working so hard for that takedown, Jeff. Just keep defending.
Craig sprawling and staying on his feet for the time being.
So he went from head in the inside single to head on the outside.
You need to relax and throw here. You're good on the fence. You're winning the position right now. Throw the left elbow. Left elbow. Left elbow.
Now, if I'm a referee, I'm thinking, you know, Avalos is winning because he's the aggressor and he has Craig against the cage.
Craig breaks out. Both fighters exchange kicks. And now Avalos slips and Craig looks to take advantage. Avalos quickly back on his feet. Knee from Craig.
Looks like Avalos is using his striking attacks to close that distance. Coming in, you know, lifting his lead leg up, throwing kicks, switching stances. Here we are against the cage again.
Avalos, a very attacking fighter, likes to put pressure on. Flip side, Jeff Craig, a little wrestling background, did some wrestling in high school, a little bit of college. 6-0 as an amateur, 2 victories coming by way of knockout and 4 decisions.
Well, his wrestling is definitely coming in handy right here, neutralizing the takedown, being heavy on the feet, you know, whizzing hard, framing out. And it's going to be who gets tired first here. Can Avalos keep this up for 15 minutes, or can he take him down?
Craig just seems very relaxed and okay with just fending off the takedowns. Maybe he is trying to see if just let Avalos tire himself out here in the first round with all these takedowns.
From my experience as a fighter, I use less energy defending the takedown in the cage opposed to being the guy going for the takedown against the cage. Beautiful exchange.
Yeah. Avalos just blocked that knee from Craig. Craig looking very comfortable in his professional debut here in California.
You're very composed, very composed.
Yes.
You know, when you're composed, you're efficient with your energy.
Under a minute to go, opening round. Catch weight of 175 pounds, Avalos and Craig. Want to hear from you on Twitter tonight during the broadcast. Hit us up at LFA Fighting, at Gilbert Melendez, at R.Kruk. And Jeff Craig throwing some knees and mixing it up with the elbows, and a little blood now coming from the nose of Christian Avalos. Craig on the attack, big knees getting through.
Very good job by Craig, looking to turn it around here. Avalos getting a little tired going for this takedown. Now Craig realized it's his time to start attacking. very good way to close out this round. I felt it was close. I felt like Avalos was ahead. Now I'm not too sure. I think Craig did the more damage and still has 15 more seconds to seal the deal.
And Craig continues to throw those knees and elbows. It's like he's been waiting for this. You know, you can't do that as an amateur. Tonight as a pro, let him fly.
Wow, very tactical, very smart by Craig. Whether his intention was to ride him out, to neutralize the takedown, to let Avalos wear out and find the right opportunity to strike, whether that was the game plan or not, that's what happened. And he really made the best out of these exchanges. Right when he disengaged, big elbow, big knees, big clinches. Here it is right out the gate, a big kick to the head of Avalos. Avalos looking to level change, using his strikes, a little bit messy to close that distance. Actually did a good job using a teep, a front kick, to stop the kick of Craig. Craig catches the kick, falls on top, but both guys stand right back up. Here's the knees and the flurry from Craig off the break here. And that's what he did really well in this round. Right when he broke away from Avalos' takedown attempts, he fired away, and that made the difference in this round. Going to the body, going to the head with knees and elbows. Great round for Craig.
That was a big attack from Jeff Craig making his pro debut. And in a round that Avalos was really controlling for most of it with his takedowns, but then Craig, with that flurry, might have stolen the round.
Very true. I agree. I do see both these guys look like they're in great shape, though.
Yeah.
You know, and if Avalos can get back on his pressure and get that takedown, he's right back in it.
Christian Avalos coming in with a 1-0 record. He has the red tape, taking on Jeff Craig, the 23-year-old making his pro debut, originally from Pennsylvania, now fighting out of Huntington Beach, California.
So I'm hearing from Christian Avalos' corner to take your time. You know, sometimes you have to be aggressive and dirty to set up the takedown. Sometimes you need to finesse the takedown. So maybe he's trying to find that right opening instead of trying to force it this round. It's called making adjustments between rounds.
Well said. Christian Avalos won victory coming by way of submission. It's back in November of 2018. Just said the long layoff was, you know, a few setbacks here and there, some fights canceled, and of course COVID.
Oh, looks like the coach said just do it. I think a spinning elbow came followed by a knee.
Yes.
Taking some risk on the big stage.
Well, that's what he was talking about with Christian Aguilar in this corner. He said, once Christian gives me the okay, that's when I'm coming out firing.
So good read by Avalos. The spinning elbow came a second time, but he level changed, was able to get the clinch. Now he's back working the takedown. But it looks like almost a 3/4 is what we call that in wrestling, to be able to neutralize that single leg takedown. But Avalos still on it. Craig with the whizzer. Avalos trying to roll through jiu-jitsu, but still has the underhook. Craig disengages. He likes being on his feet.
I think it was that spinning elbow that cut open. You see the blood streaming from the forehead of Avalos, and that's starting to flow. Jeff Craig was chomping at the bit to throw some elbows tonight, and he is loving it. Nice jab as Avalos stumbling forward.
Both these gentlemen leaving it out there right now. You can see this turning into a fight, a real fight now, as both guys, not fatigued, but their athleticism, explosiveness starts wearing out as the fight goes on. You know, they're forced to stand toe-to-toe and strike, and makes it that much more exciting.
Avalos' corner yelling to Christian, you have got to be first. Ralph Alvarado and the dethroned gym team. Avalos been training there for 2 years. Jeff Craig with the Classic Fight Team and Raw Talent Boxing. Speaking of boxing, these guys are growing now.
Craig with the beautiful flying switch knee. Avalos going with the big overhand right. These guys are definitely getting at it.
See the Classic Fight Team in the corner of Jeff Craig just going nuts. They're loving it.
The Classic Fight Team has definitely been making some noise all over the combat sports industry.
Without a doubt. Tyler Wombles and, of course, Christian Aguilera here tonight. for the debut of 23-year-old Jeff Craig. Continue throwing knees and then going up high.
Craig's
Another
feeling
knee.
it.
Avalos hanging on, and Craig teeing off another elbow. Oh, high kick. Jeff Craig in control.
Really
Big
turning it
shot
up.
though from Avalos. Wild shot. We've got ourselves a fight.
I love it. Craig is obviously ahead here, but he's still trying to push, still looking to go for the finish. Avalos holding his ground, not backing down. He knows he's in front of his home field right here. His team, his family are here. He still has a lot of fight in him.
Again, Avalos' brother, Jose, was supposed to fight on this card too. He's in his corner tonight. Another elbow from Craig. He times those beautifully.
Yes, he's been timing those beautifully, spinning, and beautiful overhand right for Avalos.
Firing away!
Oh.
Does he have Jeff Craig hurt?
Craig locks him up. Locks him up. Smart move by Craig. Smart move.
100%. I mean, this kid looks like he is a veteran in there, and this is not his pro debut. But Christian Avalos, the land shark, most definitely landed and hurt Craig with those shots. Bell sounds, they both look at each other and like, heck yeah. What a round.
What a competitive round. Craig doing a fantastic job of recognizing it was his time to put the pressure on Avalos.
And just when you thought that Jeff Craig here was in control, Christian Avalos comes back in that late second round and really got it going. There's a nice shot from our crew of that nasty gash.
Well, here's the spinning elbow. You heard his corner say, go for it, and he did a spinning elbow, followed it with the knee. That's what definitely cut Avalos. And then a jumping switch knee by Craig. Craig knowing he's ahead, but still going for the kill, putting the pressure on Avalos. Punch after punch, knee after knee.
Unreal.
But again, Avalos later on in the round, big left hook, big right hand. Craig looks to lock him up to slow the onslaught from Avalos at the end of that round. What a great round for both these gentlemen. I got Craig ahead. They've got mutual respect already for each other. Very intimate thing going on right now. One round left.
Here we go. It's exactly right. Third and final round. Craig and Avalos. What a way to start off LFA 117 here in Central California. Ron Crook and Gilbert Melendez with you tonight on UFC Fight Pass. Oh! Nice counter from Avalos. Those hooks, he's having some success with.
Yes, he might have some success. He's looking to push forward with the high guard and just throw big hooks, right hooks, left hooks. Great idea, and just fire away. Have confidence in that striking. Game plan has changed, not from going for the takedown, we're trying to bang it out.
Avalos stopped Craig in his tracks with that jab, and now maybe working on that lead leg a little bit.
This is how you start off the card.
No doubt about it. And we were excited about this fight. Two young, hungry fighters. Avalos, only 27 years old, went 7-0 as an amateur, 1-0 as a pro, and Jeff Craig making his pro debut tonight, looking like a savvy veteran in there.
Yes, both these gentlemen proven why they've won so many fights and why they're undefeated at this moment. I will say Craig does look a little more seasoned here, a little more composed here, but the heart of Avalos is keeping him in this fight.
So Jeff Craig, we've seen him on a couple of LFA cards as an amateur, went 2-0. All three fights so far come this year.
These guys are talking to each other.
This is amazing. They're having fun. I know that Jeff Craig's having a good time. You can see his smile. He's been waiting a long time to make his pro debut.
Ooh, beautiful kick to the body.
Yeah, that was nice. Maybe a little sense of urgency now from Christian Avalos. 3-minute mark of the third and final round.
You have to say Craig is starting to manage the distance well, not getting over aggressive, landing his jab, keeping Avalos at bay.
Another jab.
But those overhands.
Yes. They're getting through, and we have not seen Craig have the same success with those elbows that he had early on in this fight. And Avalos just moving forward. He looks like he's just ready for that big overhand right.
Yeah, he knows he's down on the scorecards. He knows he has to push forward. His corner's asking him to have confidence in his hands, to throw those big hooks, but he needs to charge the energy bar, make sure he doesn't miscalculate and eat anything on the way in. Craig being smart as well, managing his energy bar, staying on the outside. Ooh.
Under 2 minutes to go. I mean, at this point, you've got Craig up 2 rounds to nothing.
I do, but I do have Avalos winning this round, not by much,
right,
but a very close one, and he looks like he's in better shape at the moment, but also he knows he has to win this round. He has to win this round big with the finish, where Craig knows he can put it in second gear until he has to turn it to fourth gear.
Lead the guy. Chris, sit down and lead the guy. Lead the guy. Chris, lead the fucking guy.
Back on the single leg.
He's letting go because Craig was landing some elbows to the side of the head.
Yeah, the elbows are landing and the arms gotta be shot. They have to be shot at this moment. Going for that single leg for 15 minutes. There's a reason why Olympic wrestling matches are only 7 minutes. Collegiate NCAA wrestling matches are only 6 minutes or 7 minutes for a reason. It's hard to wrestle for 15, 25 minutes. Imagine that.
Under a minute to go. Catch weight of 175 pounds. Jeff Craig and Christian Avalos. Avalos knows he probably needs to finish this fight if he's going to walk away with the win here tonight.
Couldn't agree more with you. I love his attitude. He's doing the right thing. He's pushing forward. He's behind. And Craig's doing the right thing as well with the beautiful flying knee attempt. Straight left.
And there's a nice shot from Avalos punching his way in.
30 seconds left, and Avalos tries to take him down. Wants one takedown at least, but Craig staying on his feet.
Working the thigh with some knees. We are under 10 to go. Horn sounds. Fighters embrace. What an opening fight here at LFA 117. Christian Avalos and Jeff Craig putting on a show.
That's right. I couldn't agree more, Ron. That was a show. That's how you show out in your first one.
Totally.
Here's Avalos just tucking the chin, biting down on the mouthpiece, going for overhands. Some of them landed right on the chin of Craig. Craig got some whiskers himself. Avalos kicking the body. Kip trying to push forward, throwing those overhand rights. Overhand hooks too, but couldn't put Craig down. Craig stayed composed, picked them apart, did a great job. Impressive performance by both these guys, but Craig definitely wins this fight.
There's our cut man, Big Surge. He, I think, used half his bottle of Vaseline on that cut on the top of the head of Avalos. Took a chunk out of him. Jeff Craig, though, the 23-year-old, making his pro debut tonight. Very calm, very composed, and did not look like a rookie, that's for sure.
Definitely. Both these guys looked great out there. Let's see how the judges see this one. Now, that first round was close.
Yeah,
you know,
it's a good point.
So we could see something interesting may happen.
Avalos scoring with the takedowns, and he was in control, and then Craig turned it on towards the end of that round.
Yeah, so.
Well, let's find out how the judges scored this. Go into the LFA Octagon and mic him.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards, and all 3 judges scored the bout 29-28. For your winner by unanimous decision, Jeff Craig.